All right, we got them down to where I installed some guardrails. Now, normally I showed this installation, but these guardrails, because the switch turned out to be good enough as it was, I just put this guardrail in here. I don't know, kind of for looks or whatnot. It didn't matter. Now, sometimes you'll see me put guardrails in that keep the trucks for sure in line. This time, it didn't really make any difference. Then I glued on a bunch of wood ties, and the way I glue, now I make my own ties. I laser cut a huge sheet, and I get this piece of wood right here like this. I paint it first, and then it's got a backside like that. Okay. Anyways, so I glued in all the wood ties, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take our sanding sponge here, and let's uncover what the work that we have done. I took these guys outside and I painted them with Rust-Oleum camouflage brown. The ties themselves are painted with some craft paint. We're just going to do it like that. Okay, we're going to get this thing, and I ended up, I like long guardrails. I love long guardrails. They help for operational stability, or whatever you want to call it. Reliability is what I would call it. Now, if you've done this right, you should be able to do circles in the main area. Okay, if you can still see where there's paint on something, that means it is down below the level. It's down below the level of the truck, so that's good to go. All right. This guy's looking pretty good. This guy looks really good. Oh, yeah. Now we will trim him in a second. Let's go ahead and sand this guy. We'll sand him up here. And if we can do a circle, that means our track is nice and smooth. And I beveled the edges of the guardrails just a tiny bit. If I'm able to. That way they don't catch on me sanding them. That way we can do something like a circle. Now, it's one thing to do this, where you follow the rail, okay? But if you can do a circle, that means your track is really extra smooth. That's why I like doing a circle. But it's not always that easy. And we're going to have to take this over the air compressor, and we're going to have to blow out any extra dust or whatnot in here. But that looks pretty dang good. These guys look really good. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's trim them. And then I'm going to take them. I'm not going to show it, but I am going to take these guys over to the grinder and grind them up so that they all match. So I'm just going to go along here with my flush cutter on the wood. Everybody good? Yep. How about this side? Okay, so that we got to come back here and we're going to go just get them off like that. And these guys are so far away from any place you'd ever have to look at them that it doesn't matter that they're cut off even. Oh, I see one guy. Well, that Gorilla. Okay, so this is what we're using for ties now. Instead of Plyo-Bond, we're using Gorilla Grip contact adhesive. That's what we're using because it does give better bond than Plyo-Bond does. Okay, looking along this edge, the only ones I want to hit is this guy, maybe that guy. Good. Good enough. How about here? Here? Maybe. Okay, and I'll take them over 3-inch grinder and I'll just tidy them. Okay, I'm not gonna like grind them a bunch, but I'll just tidy them. And then you know what, this guy, he doesn't need to be any better than that. He's good enough that way. And he's gonna be fine that way. All right. So these guys later we're gonna install them. All right. So now what we got here are these two guys. Ooh, they look good. And we already know they're super reliable. So those two are excellent, excellent switches. And we did that with the Fast Tracks template. Now, I've got the Oak Hill templates. And what we're going to do with those, I don't know. But it's going to be something crazy is what we're going to do. We need to build something like that three position switch thing that we made. We need to do something really crazy with those templates. Because I happen to know Oak Hill Jeff. And he sells me ties that are actually longer than this. This is a cut off one. But he hooks me up with track supplies that's cheaper than other places. And we need to do something amazing. Now, he does amazing stuff. We got to take his stuff and we got to go one higher. We've got to capitalize on that and go higher. But there we go. Nice and sanded. Looking beauty. I know the guardrails are long, but we like long guardrails because this is an operational layout, not a museum piece. All right, and there it is.